Why do we have to play this trash again?
And Soul's trash again.
It's so annoying.
How many words do we have?
We have enough.
Not enough for battle shout.
Hello.
Hey, Maxwell.
What strategy are we doing for Zool?
Playing Don't
Frey.
Die.
The winning strategy.
Have you heard about the Zerg strategy?
Mm-mm.
Do you think we have the DPS for that, or?
No, we don't.
No.
Okay. Sounds so much easier though, like Room 1 Mother.
Well, yeah, if everyone can do 16,000 sustained, we can do it.
Run. Watch your step.
Bloodpain, why don't you do 32,000 sustain and all Conjurer Mage tables?
I can do 32,000 for 10 seconds.
Run.
How long is the lust?
Drop a closet, please.
Run. Run.
Oh shit.
Watch your step.
These particular stairs have the worst line of sight ever.
Agreed.
Yes, they're dumb.
If they fixed them, would that be a step towards improvement?
In the right direction. Ha, ha, ha.
And we got the exit on the front.
I died a glorious death.
I died at 100k.
It's a lot of blood.
Watch your
We
step.
pulled both sides in a Dominator.
Talk about blood pain.
God, I hate it.
I can't see what's going on.
Now I need to change my
Yeah,
name
so I
thing.
started my pull, I went around the corner for line of sight, I looked back and saw the people that charged in and just threw up my hands and let it go to hell. So really, please wait.
On release, there's blood pools. Be careful.
Yeah, don't bother Zerging.
Watch your step.
But when you release, watch your feet.
Don't attack, he's gonna pull him.
Still got a Dominator that came in.
Away. Don't DPS the big dude. I'm gonna pull him back. I've got too
Watch
many.
your step. Watch your step.
If you can taunt the little guys up top and bring them down.
God. How is that big dude at him?
I don't know, how am I losing aggro before shit gets to me?
Watch your step.
Because I'd wager they're related, because the casters aren't going to follow around the corner. People are going down and smacking shit.
Did I get you, Will? I got you. Oh. Well, you're my George stand-in for tonight.
Brian, the plan is to let the tank LOS pull him. No melee run up there until he's pulled them all back to where he wants them.
I think we should stack on the bottom.
Everybody should be standing up here while he pulls. Just wait for him to come.
Stack in one spot so that they don't spread.
Top of the second set right here looks good. Rebuffs if you haven't.
I would like everybody not named Taman to stand on the moon, please. Hey, Hamon Jr. Follow the square.
I'll get
Now I want you all to stand on that moon.
Dominator come.
I just jumped off.
Are you Moon?
Watch your step.
Upon reflection, disengage right next to my silence, probably not a good idea.
I have many wares.
I'm gonna wait for this Dominator to move a little bit and then pull this back.
Watch your step.
Where's Moon? Back there.
The caster's active.
pull him away from those guys, right?
You mean the way he is?
No, you can't. Polymorph him.
Watch your step.
That's weird.
Watch your step.
Up to the moon, please.
You calling us Alice?
I'm gonna grab the big dude. He's far enough away, they're not getting buffed, are they?
It's fine. Yeah, they're good.
Watch your step.
They're losing healers to heal aggro.
Watch your step.
If you can, crowd control the casters.
Oh, so they're immune.
They can be. I'm pretty sure the cast.
They can be stunned, but they cannot be CC.
Cannot be polymorphed.
Oops.
On the bright side, we don't have to walk around when we wipe now. You can just take the shortcut.
I think when you have the Dominators, I think we gotta focus the Dominator so he doesn't jump into the pack, I guess.
Analysis indicates high levels of
I think we still have to get that extra Dominator, or is that part of the boss?
Well, no, we
No,
have to get these two on the side. They're not normal.
It does not
Isn't there only one left, or is there another?
My knife
There's two.
send him back.
There's only one.
Nope, just one. Okay.
You had me afraid there.
Were you petrified?
Watch your step.
You want Zuler ads, Merc?
I guess I can take Zool.
Okay, I'll handle crushers then.
Do we want to move to the side we're gonna normally pull from, or just so we don't get confused?
Yeah, I'll put up markers or something. Hold on.
So we have to soak darkness pools.
Yes, we do. Okay. We've seen normal, just like normal, but hard. There's pools that need soaking.
Can we get a closet down?
Okay, yeah. Like before we move the Dark Relations to the edge, drop them there. We need the dispels on the ads. We may have a bunch of blood elves, but we've got priests, so priests are going to keep an eye on mass dispelling those groups of ads when they come up. As Mitchell said, we are soaking the pools of darkness. I think we only need one in each pool, yeah. And when we get to phase 2, we're not dragging him to the edge. We may move him around in the square that he's on, but we need the room for the people to run to the edge and not get veered off. Yes, Purge also works on the ad, so if you see an errant ad, purging the shield off of it, all that shit works.
Demon Hunters can do nothing because we have none. Sorry, magic users, lose your 5%.
Okay, right. Techie, do you have mats for a cauldron?
I've already got it made. You want me to drop
Excellent.
it now?
Yes, please.
I'll drop it behind us.
And remember, we do have to kill the ads. We have to kill the little ickers when they spawn. Kill the devourers, the pexers, the krogs. All that shit needs to die. So you can cleave onto Zool, but that shit needs to die. Feast is down. The flasks are down. Get your things. Any questions, suggestions, observations before we get to pulling?
I think we need to see it.
Yes.
I will pull out the crushers to where we would come down if we took the little thing from the start. So to our left as we're looking now. Over near the button is where I'll pull crushers if I have to pull them out.
We want to try to burn it before you have to pull it out, though, right?
If at all possible.
And being over there near the X, I mean, the X is a little closer, but should keep you in range of the healers.
Yep.
Remember, everyone should bunch up at the beginning so those krogs don't spread out everywhere.
Yep, y'all can mount up and we can charge in.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Come, fools! I've already seen your end.
A little more damage on the crusher if possible.
It's a good beginning. Krogs are spawning.
At coming.
Upon the unfaithful!
Using Trank.
Extra.
At 3,
Get that other hexer. Don't stand in front of the crusher.
Crusher's not going to make it. I'm going to have to pull him out. Pulling him out.
I think I stood in front of it.
Yeah, you can't stand in front of him.
Upon the unfaithful, arise, my children. Blood, we shall conquer. Rise from my blood. Crush the weak.
Pillar up near the healers. Thank you.
Will be your doom. Upon the unfaithful.
Crusher's not going to make it. I'll have to pull him out, but
These puddles take forever.
Him.
Upon the unfaithful.
Target change.
Trade.
Crusher's not gonna make it.
Simba's on close. Nope, Simba's not.
Rise from my blood. Crush the weak.
Target change.
Blood hexers too close to each other.
Target change.
there we go.
Target change.
Arise, my chosen. Blood, we shall conquer.
Do we wipe now, or?
Never had it.
Yes, we wipe. Jump off the edge.
I didn't know that healed Zool too.
Yep. 10%.
That's really dis.
We almost got Zul down 1%.
Yeah, watching him get healed back to full is really discouraging.
Gahoon, accept this offering of blood.
Can we pick a side of the center for most of the DPS to stand so when I'm bringing the Crusher and I don't nail people with the red thing he casts occasionally?
Don't stand between the crusher and the red thing, people.
It's a huge red ring.
No, not that. So what the Crusher occasionally does like a frontal cone attack that goes out, it's red colored. When I'm bringing him back in, since there's DPS all around Zool, I don't have a way to face him to not hit people with it.
Can you point him in one direction specifically all the time?
Well, he means bringing him back without having him look where he's walking.
Oh,
Yeah.
Ask for life. Leap of faith. Get us to grip you.
Well,
It's a matter of the
but that doesn't matter. Yeah.
the mob walks in a forward direction. It looks where it's going. So therefore, if we're pulling it back towards the middle, it's going to be walking towards the middle, looking that way.
You should be able to get him positioned before he cleaves. It takes like 20-30 seconds for his first cone.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
it's not. No,
You
it's
just need to
not.
switch to the Crusher, don't you? Everyone.
Okay, what I'm asking is, can all the as we're looking at Zol now, if all the DPS kind of stays to his right or to his left, then I have a pathway to bring the Crusher in without killing you.
If it's a cone, it's going to hit us. If it goes anywhere near the middle, it's going to have to.
It's not a
aim
real
toward-
wide. It's not a real wide cone.
But it's a long cast in between, so it might be easier just to pull him halfway if he's about to cast it, and then move him in between casts. Then it's, I mean, otherwise you're gonna have to have 30 people trying to look out for what it is.
When I
While
was
everything
dealing
else is
with
running around.
the Crushers, I would treat it as if I made my approach. I imagined the raid as a circle and brought my approach in as a tangent to the circle. So he was coming in to the side, and I could just sidestep if he was going to do the cleave.
Whatever.
Do we want to keep the red X here, or do you want to move it?
So the red, it doesn't matter where the red X is. The red X is fine. It's more just about there's never a place to put him, but I'll figure it out.
All right, healers and range, you don't want to be hanging out by the red X once we get in there and go.
Did you see my question in raid chat? If there's a place we should drop our Dark Revelation, I died running back.
So anywhere but near
Just
red
to the
X.
edge.
Anywhere but near Red X? Okay.
I'm typing 20 million things and I'm not getting the results I want. Thank you. I couldn't do that.
Did anybody pick up an extra flask for Gistog?
Bloodpain did. I'll give him.
Sorry, I have one. No, it's alright. I got it.
I forgot to flask last pull too.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Everything is as I have foreseen.
Pull in the back, thank you.
Oh, man, just goes out of range.
I got him.
Oh, as far as running those circles out, also don't run over the pools or stand near the pools if you can avoid it. Because people are going to be standing there soaking. We don't want to kill them.
Move to start target change.
Got it.
Kill ads.
Icker.
Icker.
I'm going out.
Lots on the crusher, and I don't have to pull him out.
He'll be fine.
Sticker.
Target change.
Thicker.
Crusher's not
Focus
gonna make
crusher.
it.
Killer is coming. Target change. Killers. Ads coming. Target change. Killers.
Sticker's up.
Killers. Ads coming. Ads
Blood paint, move out.
Killers. Killers.
Minions.
Just DC Hex are out.
Stop DPS on Zool.
Ads coming.
Also crusher up.
Ads coming. Target change.
Team of Hope Loud. We have a healer down. We want to get him up.
Killers.
Someone get in the puddle. And Trill's died.
Ads coming. Killers. Target change.
Wipe it, we fell behind.
Phase 2.
Oh, we made it to phase 2. My corpse is in the Mithrax room.
Accept this offering of blood.
During part of that attempt, there
You cut out, Homan.
on during that attempt, we had Hex DPS on Hexer split at one point. We need to focus one. I'll throw a skull on it.
Grab the mounts off the feast, please.
Man, I'll reach your fat ass out the feast.
I was trying to click on it. I realized I was blocking myself.
Damn, you played yourself.
Yeah, I'm the only one that's better than myself.
Cito, this time around, I want you to keep an eye on the first hexer and keep it trapped. Land, you're going to grab the third hexer and keep it trapped.
Are you gonna yank in the one we want to kill?
Yes.
We start running out right when you yank it in. It's like, oops.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Come, fools! I've already seen your end.
Full darkness.
Collapse. Collapse.
All targets should be on the crusher.
Collapse.
Now leave it there. We're going to keep it trapped the whole time.
Shin has the pool. It's fine.
Collapse.
And can you get the other one?
Adds
I tried to CC the one before.
Mage, can you poly that other hexer that's alive out
No,
there?
they're too close to each other. Everything's healed,
target change.
including Zul.
Collapse.
Wipe it.
Whoa.
Can we fix Eric's marker? It keeps falling off. It makes it easier to see which way the boss is facing if I can see the icon over in there.
Target change.
I don't have the boss, right? I just have the crushers.
Right, but if we know where the
boss
crusher
isn't
is, we
facing
know
you.
Where the
that
crusher's
zero.
facing.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I swapped gear to game that buff, Deeps.
I had two too. I had to like switch out gear, gem shit crit, and I have to redo all this stuff for Mithrax for assassination.
When we're dealing with the Hexers, don't silence them off the bat because we want to be able to CC them before they run in range of something else. It's not the end of the world if they're casting their little nukes.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Come soon. I've already seen your end.
Revelations. Sometime soon.
Will be your doom.
Arise, my chosen. Blood, we shall conquer.
Can't grip if it's stunned.
Upon the unfaithful. Will be your doom. Arise, my chosen. Blood, we shall conquer.
Alright, land, choose a Hexer. Did somebody fear that?
I did.
Don't.
Killads. Need to stop.
Will be your doom.
Focus on that crusher, just say either Krogs. Magical, I want you to choose one of the next Hexers to spawn and to CC it.
Okay.
Arise, my chosen. Blood, we shall conquer.
Killads.
It's white. We can't be leaving Hexers up because they'll spawn right on top of each other.
They don't. They move.
No, they did. I saw that.
If they get CC'd right where they spawn, then the next one that spawns will spawn right on top of the guy. Well, eventually they'll cycle to that position, and then you'll get what just happened where they kill us all.
It's Okay, I was wrong. Apparently, it only works for the Zerg strat. You need to get them into phase 2 before the second group of Hexers spawn. So if we're not doing that, we need to kill them.
Back to killing them.
All we need is like 10 more combat rogues and we can start getting.
Yeah, the arms warriors are catching up.
I think it is still cleaner with you guys doing the really good CC on them and just pull them in as you need to. You know what I mean? Because it was going a lot smoother on DPS.
One issue with that is their cast time before they cast their blood thingy still going when they're CC'd. So if you, as soon as you pull them in, they're gonna drop that the blood. So we might want to pull them a little bit farther away so we have enough time to get the blood.
I think we have the DPS for it.
Do we want to try it once before break or something?
Try what?
Sure, we'll give it a shot. Are we bloodlusting at the start to get through that phase?
Yes.
Yes. And so the way that I've done it is you set markers here on each one of these corners so that we can just assign someone to permanently CC them during the entire fight. And then just assign people to their corners and whatnot. And if you have a spec for single target DPS, that's what you want to load yourself into so that we can burn through Zool. And we just switch to the Crusher and everything else gets killed by Cleave and just focus on Zool all the time.
Wait, so I have a curiosity question. So the Crusher is going to get focused when he's up and then everybody's on Zool when he's not? Or...
Yeah, we handle the Crusher exactly the same way we have been the entire time. Like, we'll pull him out when we need to, pull him back in, but more or less, DPS needs to focus on burning as much as we can on Zool.
Alright.
Cedo, you're watching green. Lan, you're watching orange. Magical, you're watching purple. If it shows up on moon, then we'll wing it.
Court or Moranzo?
Okay, Court, you're on moon.
So are we ignoring? I'm sorry, I haven't
We
really.
have to kill the
Frogs will
Crusher.
die.
They will die.
We need to focus Crushers and then focus Zool, and everything else just gets cleaved or ignored.
Cool.
Except for the guys CCing on the outside, they need to not ignore.
And
When targeting Krogs, when there's nothing up but Krogs, you need to review the priority.
This first Hexer also needs to die.
Yes, we're melting the Hexer and Crusher and killing Zool.
Warrior buff.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Everything is as I have foreseen.
Less on pull.
Less, do it.
Will be your doom. Come, ready.
Add
Feed upon the unfaithful.
Collapse.
Arise, my chosen.
Add coming.
Blood, we shall conquer.
Collapse.
Hexers. Diamond, who's Diamond?
Got it.
Rise from my blood.
Add coming.
Diamond again.
Something keeps breaking it.
It's got a
Kill it.
It's got a flame shock on it.
Move to stay. Kilat. Kilat.
Crusher's not gonna make it.
Arise, my chosen.
Action coming.
Blood, we shall conquer.
Green and purple, you're up for Hexers. Green is handled.
Action coming.
Upon the unfaithful, rise from my blood.
Action coming.
Crush the weak. The power of Gohu will be your doom.
Kilat. Kilat.
Focus Crusher. Zool die to cleave.
Perch that minion.
Phase 2.
Keep the caster CC'd.
Get the Crusher down.
Get towards the centers, guys. Please don't be behind me. I gotta move him, and he's gonna face you and kill you. Looking at the caster. You're moving out, not in. Get in.
Tell me when you want to go on a taunt, Mark.
Now it's good.
Witness your end and
Dispel Met? Oh, yeah.
Don't dispel. It does AoE damage.
So does
Sticker.
Dime.
I died
Dispel.
to the thing in the back, so somebody needs to get Moon CC
Come and grab him whenever you want, Mark.
or Battle Rest.
Can a range tap in this?
Target change.
Got it.
weak, just as I
There's a Blood Hexer out.
Ysera's down.
There's a
That one
pool in
won't
the back
CC.
towards
One
the.
CC.
Can't tell which side I'm
Target
dead.
change.
Do we have any CC that can get that blood hexer?
Getting the moon.
Baker headed towards the
So when you want it, Mark.
just as
Where's Mark?
Fuck.
just as I
Seems doable.
Target change.
I like
Remember,
it
he
better.
does. Did he get that 50% damage buff, or did he lose that?
witness your end.
Oh, I thought that a
Something
Hexer
does
or
heal
a
on.
Crusher got him.
It did, but it wears off.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Like 12 seconds or something.
Weak, just as Gahoon. Accept this offering of
Okay, well
We're
that
about to
experiment
take
didn't
our
work.
break, but I want to say this so I don't forget it later. We did that well. That was a new thing, so that was good. Going forward, when we've got those colors up like that, if somebody says they're dead and they can't get it, anybody with any form of CC, please keep an eye on it. Just try and get something on it. If that hexer stays up, it's all over.
I saw at least 2 blinds go off on it, and people kept breaking it. People need to not take the thing.
I have a talent that lets me CC, and I have a talent that lets me stun more often. Would it be better to stun more often for the Icker, or would it be better to CC?
I CC'd and someone broke it like 10 seconds, like
If we're
2
CCing,
seconds
there are
after.
no stuns.
Did someone say it was Flame Shock? If it's Flame Shock at the Shaman.
I think it was Blade Fury.
Blade Fury?
Furry. Blade Fury.
So, yeah, we got to work on not dotting them up or breaking CC if they're getting CC'd.
Are we going with that strategy after the break?
Seemed like
Looked
we
like
got
we
it
would
right.
get better
We got to the
results
hard
in the
part,
first
right?
way.
Yeah, we're getting that another shot, but now we're taking a break.
Okay. I also like that it was quicker. The other one is such a time investment.
It's probably just tab target. They got it.
Are we supposed to be able to survive those blood pools? Because like it killed me in like 2 GCDs.
Yeah, you're supposed to be able to survive them, but a healer needs to be focusing you to survive it.
Sin is mostly trying to get there, so if someone stands there, let Sin run to the pool because I can heal myself while healing others. Once I get there, step out.
Okay.
I had to feint and cloak to keep myself alive through that thing.
I ice blocked through it, but I wasn't sure if that was actually dispelling the pool, but it looks like it does.
Man, if you get picked by Dark Revelation or whatever during Bloodlust, that is like just the death knell for your DPS for the rest of the fight.
Yeah, and when you get feared, that does raid wide AoE damage. It's almost best to just let him die. But fear breaks as soon as you jump off. So as a warlock, I'm wondering if I can test demonic circle to see if that helps me survive that.
Yeah, I tried running fire for that fight because that would really help in phase 2, but ignite plus polymorph is not a good combo, so I'm back to frost.
Yeah, I'm running fire transmog. Does more damage.
So like it really don't even worry about your AoE. The most important part is getting Zul down. So
No, that's what I mean. It wasn't the AoE in the second part. Fire is really good at single target and execute phase.
There's no reason to let someone jump off. The raid damage is inflicted when they jump or when it's dispelled.
Should probably let him get close to the edge before you dispel it, though.
anyone seen the new Doctor Who today?
Yeah, I watched it. It was pretty good.
So the show's still going on.
I have
Yeah.
not. I'm looking forward to it.
I won't spoiler it, but new Doctor, she's pretty good. Like the
Lady
actress.
Doctor.
Opinions are cool. First episode was a little dark, but it was fun. I think I think I missed the Christmas special, so I think I'm behind.
Pretty sure he just made a major spoiler. The Doctor's a lady now.
No, I knew that one already.
That's
If
been
you haven't
in the
known that
press
for the last
for a
year and a
while.
half, then you gotta know where you've been.
There's been debates and whatever. It's like doesn't bother me the least bit.
But isn't the Doctor? Does the Doctor have a gender? I know he like.
He's Gallifreyan. It's kind of a loose thing, so.
Is there a reason now why he's allowed to have like 1 billion lives?
Yeah, there was some episodes with the Time Lords where he get the Time Lords can bestow more regenerations, and somehow he got those because the Master has gone through that in the past. So
Gotcha.
it is explained in canon, but it's timey-wimey as usual.
Because it was supposed to be like 12 or 13 or something like that, right?
Yeah, I think it was 9. I thought
12
12.
is 12. And the last episode with Matt Smith explained how he got the new set.
Back just in time.
Is that the AFK check mark?
It is the AFK check.
Entrance is here. I was reloading UI.
Looks like everyone's here. Should I drop a stream cauldron?
Please drop a feast.
So, from the pugs that I've practiced this with, I think like our DPS is freaking amazing for this. We should be able to kill it.
We just have to stay on target and focused and keep those hexers under control.
Okay. Thank you for the flasks, Stacy. Throwing them in the bank.
You're welcome.
Fatty, put in that ticket.
Warriors have really been slacking on the battle shout. I need my attack power.
Well, I only give it to people worthy of it.
You can all stand together if you want it.
No, I have it bound to my charge. So when I charge, I'll battle shout.
It's a pretty good idea.
So
Okay, actual ready check now that
But
everybody's
that
at
only helps
fluids.
the melee.
yeah, it's the only people we care about.
I care about it.
You don't need attack.
I don't need it. I want it.
Raid leader's talking.
You should actually be moving with the melee when that happens, Magic Skull, because purple's all the way on the other side.
True, true. Deeps eat.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Come, fools! I've already seen your end! the unfaithful.
Send you okay?
Good.
We shall conquer.
Quirt and orange blood hexers.
Quartz dead.
I'll get it.
Quartz on moon. Somebody get moon. Moon.
I got it. Miranza, you're gonna need to take purple. Or Quirt, take purple now that you're up.
I got moon.
Switch to that crusher.
Upon the unfaithful.
Killads.
Arise, my chosen. Blood, we shall conquer.
Second blood hexer on moon. Somebody help.
It's too far away.
Not sure how that happened.
No. That's a wipe.
Yes, it is.
Darn it, I was beating man mode.
That's just bad luck.
Hey, sorry guys, I was AFK the whole fight.
Killads.
Will be your doom.
Target change. Killads.
Gahoon, accept this offering of blood.
Many deals for a friend of the Grummles, like you.
Do we know how we got the second one on the same symbol?
Bad luck, I think.
Is this a new cauldron?
No, it's it's the one after the break.
Sin has alchemy buff. Did someone need another flask?
I need to pick one up. I didn't realize we dropped it.
Yeah, I got one for you. Oh, it is still.
Also, the first blood pool, a mage soaked it, but Sin was right there. Even if you are going to ice block it, if you see Sin right there on ice block, we need your DPS.
I kind of figured that as I got it.
Well as I think ice block left and the pool was unchecked for a little bit.
Yeah. Alcourt, where's my battle shout?
Shit it.
How soon till we see the monk? Adam.
Almost ready.
Woot.
344 eye level.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Everything is as I have foreseen.
Last.
Will be your doom. Come, brethren. Feed upon the unfaithful.
Killads.
Arise, my chosen.
Ads coming.
Blood, we shall conquer.
Purple and moon.
Kill ads.
Don't need two people standing in a pool.
Rise from my blood.
Ads coming.
Crush the wind.
If you were Sin and you were standing in a pool, you were wrong.
The unfaithful, the power of Gahoon will be your doom. It's too far away.
Kill ads.
Got little pure dudes.
Ads coming.
Blood, we shall conquer.
Second blow X I'm mooning it.
I need a target. I need a target.
Can we grip it and then?
Kill ads.
Where is it? Oh,
Moon, 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 moon.
Ads
Nope.
coming.
Why did that not happen the first time? But now it's-
One of the shamans purge it. Oh, never mind. Wrong thing.
CC it, CC it.
Kill ads.
You gotta heal off.
Kill ads.
We're fine.
Crusher needs DPS.
purple broke.
Target change.
Purple? What?
Ads coming.
Upon the unfaithful, arise, my chosen.
Ads coming.
We shall conquer.
Target change.
Purple.
Third X right.
Kill ads.
Need CC, somebody get over.
Kill ads.
Healed.
Wipe it.
Ads coming.
See, I heard calls for purple. I didn't hear moon.
Now I got purple.
Can you not hear me on Discord? You were quiet earlier.
Kill ads. Target change.
So did that one go over from green? Because I didn't see one at green.
Ads coming.
Upon Gahoon, accept this offering of blood.
You guys hear me now?
Yes.
Yep. Alright, it was like turned down to 10%.
Are hunter CCs indefinite, or do they have a timer?
They can keep recasting it though.
Okay.
I'd actually like to start with the mages if possible because I can grip a sheep away from the spawn point.
Okay, yeah.
But whatever. I don't know how to make sure a mage gets the first one and everybody still has their colors.
Just mages get the first two, and then hunters get the second two. No colors.
First three.
Yeah, I guess there's three of us. Yeah,
And I hope nobody's dying to Krogs because by the time I get them there, I've used a lot of my snap aggro, and then people unload with whirlwind, and I've got nothing to get them back.
Whoa, it's not whirling.
Don't worry, Hamad. Tricks of the trade every time, buddy.
Do you think we could cleave one hexer down and give us less of a chance of double spawning?
If we cleave it down, we're gonna get an ad.
It's really close. That's why we have to like prioritize Zool.
We're going to stick with the double CCs, and I'm going to move them out of the spawn points. And hopefully nobody dies to Crocs.
Sounds good.
Whatever, I always blame the warriors now. They're the new hunters.
Now, we spec for execute on this one.
I don't think you understand. You're the new hunters.
No. Warrior is like the hardest class to play in the game. Come on. Hunters are the opposite.
Battle shot, asshole.
4, 3,
It's on charge.
2, 1.
Come, fools! I've already seen your end.
Less.
Move to start.
Will be your dooms. Come, brethren.
Ads
Feed upon the unfaithful.
Collapse.
Arise, my children.
Ads coming.
Blood, we shall conquer.
Purple and moon.
Collapse.
Rise from my blood.
Ads coming.
Crush the weak. Come, brethren.
Ads coming.
Upon the unfaithful. The power of God will be your doom.
Collapse.
Focus that crush.
Arise, my chosen.
Ads coming.
Blood, we shall conquer. Brethren,
Ads coming.
feed upon the unfaithful.
Pull right by him.
Good blood hexers for 100.
From my blood,
Ads coming.
crush the weak.
Collapse. Collapse.
Pressure up.
Flows through my
Phase 2.
tremble before my power.
All damage on the crusher.
Battle shout.
Dispel those things, please.
Sim will be down in 3 seconds.
Witness your end and despair.
Need a taunt, please.
Coming for it, sorry.
Blood pain, no fear, I guess.
You never had a future.
Resmon.
Witness your end and
The sheep right next to the
Pull in
boss.
the back.
There's
Unchecked.
Damn it.
Pull in the back.
Target change.
you never had a future.
Can we resheep that hexer? For the Icar.
Puddle in the blood.
Yikes.
Hey, Mark. If we have all these hexers shaped, we're going to have to make sure we keep Zool in the middle.
Yeah, I want to keep him in the middle, but I had
Target
those
change.
little fear dudes coming at me.
Gahoon,
Gotcha.
accept this offering of blood.
That was pretty
Let us
clean, though.
kill their own.
Sorry, what was that last one?
If you have the ratio, you can kill your own. The thing you're talking about. That
Yeah,
you're running
I
away from.
tend to use mine a lot because
No, I'm not talking about you. Like, not for you. I'm talking about, like, if your DPS and
Blood
your
elves can.
Blood elf, and you run out. Just stand there for a second. They'll spawn, hit your racial, they'll all die, and then you can run back in. Probably then after you hit your racial, you should probably hit a Hellstone because you're going to be hurt.
Once we get into phase 2, try not to be hanging near the edges. That area becomes dangerous.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Come, fools! I've already seen your end. The power of Gahul will be your doom. Come, brethren.
Ads coming.
Feed upon the unfaith. Arise, my children.
Ads coming.
Blood, we shall conquer.
Purple and moon.
Kill ads. Kill ads.
Rise from my
Purple CC.
Ads coming.
crush the weak.
Kill ads. Move to stop.
Come, brethren.
Ads coming.
Upon the unfaithful.
Kill ads.
Might have smelled stuff.
Ads coming.
We shall conquer. I'm out of range.
Second thing on moon, grip that sheep.
It's already gripped.
Kill ads coming.
CC a moon, CC a moon.
Oh, it's not far enough.
Ads coming.
Crush the weak. The power of Gahul
Kill ads.
will be your doom.
Kill ads.
40%, get ready, we're going.
Flows through my
Phase 2.
Pressure up.
tremble before my
Kill all the things.
Damage on Crusher.
You don't want to get him too much closer to moon, I think.
Someone else needs that puddle.
Cover the pool till someone gets there. I got it.
Moon
CC
side
that
up.
hexer, CC that
The
hexer.
Hexer. Hunter.
Target change.
Bird's down, watch that sheep on moon there.
Want top?
Yes.
Miranda, the sheep is yours. The cat is mine.
Something needs to be soaked back here.
Don't get in front of him. Do not get in front of him. I'm trying to get him back to the middle.
Where's someone, please?
You can clear the pool. Someone's got it.
I'm down.
Resheep, resheep.
There's a puddle in the blood.
I'll take it as long as I can.
Miranda, sheep that sheep.
We have to get that Crusher down a little quicker. in
Brains of
phase
Yep.
2.
weak. Witness your end and despair.
That was better. We need to clean up the transition.
Is there a reason we pull the Crusher all the way to the outside in the
Because
transition?
he'll buff Zool.
When his timer goes up, right?
Yeah, I don't think he does anything until his little red circle comes out.
Oh, that's true.
He doesn't. We could probably try to. I saw the. So we got close to the one Hexer, and I saw the chain lightning or something zapped over and got him out of his.
Yeah, I was trying to pull back so I wouldn't accidentally break it.
Trying to run off the
Target
edge.
change.
Can that buff be like soothed?
No.
There's that cast timer that goes off and he just pops it.
When he gets full energy, cast it, yeah.
So does Moon have a backup CC? Like
I
somebody
mean,
that
I can
stand by
pull
me
him
or
right.
what?
May your feet find good trails.
I can pull him right back into the middle if all DPS is going to be on him. Otherwise, it's really dangerous to have him very close to Zul.
Well, if we're
All
not
DPS will move to him.
moving Zool from the middle, and you pull the Crusher to the middle, we can just cleave him down while you guys taunt swap on Zool and shit. You know.
No.
He should never get the cast off because he came in fresh.
Well, even there, he didn't get the cast off. We still killed him before he casted it.
We'll keep him nearby, we'll focus him, we'll kill him, then we'll move back to any remaining Krogs and killing Zool.
Okay.
So backup on Moon. Who's my backup?
Probably be me.
I could actually. It's crazy.
Crazy, why don't you be purple backup?
But no.
Okay.
I'll take Moon.
I'm back up to the backup, right?
No, you're backup to me.
Who's me?
Magical, and I'm primary purple, you're secondary purple.
Okay.
That means Quirt is primary moon, Moran's is secondary moon. Somebody start saying something?
Let's win, guys.
Or might be having a swap or looking to seeing who's around. Sorry for the delay. I really, really need an add-on that turns off my public channels when I get into an instance.
I've got 5 tabs: General, Combat, Whispers, Guild Chat, and Raid/Party.
How are healers feeling in terms of healing pressure and mana and all that?
So far, pretty good.
Please never put the dancing totem near the feast.
Yeah, it's not really like total amount of incoming damage, especially with how low the stacks are with this method. It's having to move because of things or try to catch the death wish, stuff like that.
And I think as long as we capture the mechanics that are causing the big damage spikes, it's totally fine for us.
Oh yeah, don't dispel if people are under half health. The death wish does like 50,000 damage to everybody, so we can't dispel that instantly.
So let them fear off the map.
We'll make a judgment call at the time. If the raid can take it, we'll save you, and if it can't, we won't.
It'll still AoE the raid, so we should try to dispel them if they're about to go over, but mostly we can't instantly dispel both death wishes if the raid is low, because that'll kill people.
But when they get near the edge, we can, right? Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
if they
based
get
on
near the
range.
edge, do it.
The farther away they are, the less damage they take. So once they're the first one's halfway there and the second one's all the way there, you can dispel.
Yeah, the ideal is actually to let them go for a while unless they're running into the poison death goo.
Which buff?
I thought the ads, if you spell steal off the little shadow ads, it gives you like a damage buff, I thought.
Yeah.
And then it kills you.
At the end of 2 minutes or something.
It's not 2 minutes.
What?
Please drop a summoning closet, please. Please, 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 please. And summon the druid. Does Shy need a quick rundown, or is he good?
Probably needs a rundown.
Yeah. I did that normal the other night, but not on heroic.
It's different. Get ready to die.
Don't stand in front of the Crusher. Don't stand in bad things unless you mean to stand in a puddle and heal yourself through it. And when we get to phase 2, stand near the no. When we get to phase 2, don't stand behind the tank. We're going to try and keep the boss in the center, but there's going to be movement and shit.
We change anything up for this temp?
No, we're keeping the last Crusher near Zool so we could kill it and still cleave Zool, and then we're going to move in, and we're going to keep an eye on when he gets 40%, so one of the healers can blow a raid wide cooldown right before that happens, so we don't get slaughtered as he transitions and does damage for all the energy he's built.
Does anybody have a flask for Shy?
I found out.
Thank you.
Matt, we're cheesing this. We're gonna be blowing up all the ads in the middle and bloodlusting, so there's not a lot
Sounds
of
like
running
fun.
around.
5,
Rebuff for Shy.
3, 2, 1.
Everything is as I have foreseen.
Kill that Crusher dead. Pull up. Dark Revelation's coming.
Ads coming.
Upon the unfaithful, the power of Gahoon will be your doom.
Kill ads.
Arise, my children.
Ads coming.
We shall conquer.
Purple and Moon.
Kill ads.
Thank you.
Rise from my blood.
Ads coming.
Crush the weak. Come with me.
Ads coming.
Upon
I've got
the
Zol.
unfaithful.
Kill ads.
He doesn't really melee much. We don't actually need a tank for this phase.
Well, it's more about I can't have the Crusher in until we have to pull him out.
Sin has to take the puddle.
doesn't
Someone
move.
Take the puddle, please.
I don't have a target. Arise, my chosen.
Ads
In
coming.
blood, we shall conquer. Come, brethren.
Ads
Nine.
coming.
Upon the unfaithful.
Kill ads.
Rise from my blood.
Kill ads coming.
Crush the weak.
Kill ads.
The power of Gahoon
40%.
flows through my
Phase
Watch the dispels in this phase.
Wow, okay.
I'm dead.
Ow.
Well, a lot of us are.
Dark
Did he
Revelation
throw you
went
guys
off.
towards the edge?
No, Dark Revelation went off right in the middle.
Yeah, I think Sean might have had it.
Is that a wipe or?
Yeah, but keep going. Let's just get practice
Purple
here.
needs rehexed or crazy.
Target change.
Guys,
Crusher's still up.
Icker off purple.
Morgan, can you keep an eye on Zul's health and let us all know when he gets to 41, 42?
Absolutely. I'll put the call on.
Thank you, sir.
Targeting.
I mean, we're making progress. We're getting better. This is getting smoother. It's not like some nights we've had where everything is. We get like one good pull and then everything gets random to hell.
With ideal DPS, we would be getting to the second phase without spawning the second hexers, but I think this is still doable.
So I'm wondering if what happens is that if you go off with Dark Revelation, it teleports your body to the middle so you can be battle rezzed, and then Dark Revelation goes off in the middle. Because like we instantly died.
Sean, did you die first? Because you weren't the first one to die. I'm wondering if did you accidentally cloak it off or something?
Yeah.
No, I ran it out to the outside. He did his little blood AoE that threw me off, and then I died after falling off the edge and came to the middle.
Yeah,
that's
I just was looking at the damage in the logs. That is what happens. He when you get knocked off and die, your body is teleported to the middle, and so the Dark Revelation hit us for full damage at pretty much the exact same time. So we took about 112,000 damage each and died.
Fuck Blizzard.
Only the people that ran in quick, the people that ran in slow, they survived.
Yeah.
I was pretty far out on the edge, and I took both for over 50,000 each.
If you get Dark Revelation, go to like where the hexers are. You can't get knocked over these little blocks here.
That was almost at the same time. It's like the revelations and then the knockback. It all happened really pretty quickly.
Okay, 1 second.
Normally,
I don't think he had enough time to move at all.
Sin is ready.
That will show.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Everything is as I have foreseen.
Be certain you're not getting hit by Crusher ship. The less energy Zool has going to 40%, the better.
Add cannon.
Upon the unfaithful.
Here I coming.
Oh, that minion.
Arise, my children. We shall conquer.
Purple and orange.
There's
Hunters.
green.
Or yeah, purple and green. Or green and orange.
70.
Somewhere over the rainbow.
I broke that. I need to re-CC. Don't know how I broke it.
Zool is at 60.
Hunter green, green hunter, green hunter.
Mage is coming. Mage did it. Icker.
Icker up.
And
Crusher needs damage hard.
It needs to die.
Fear it's coming.
Pull him out.
We got.
One of these arcane torch was good.
Add cannon.
Upon the unfaithful.
Target change. Kill ads.
Blood hexer up on moon.
So healed, he's at 65.
Blood Hexer up on orange. Re-CC.
Kill ads.
I'll get it.
CC is in the corner.
Crusher.
Crazy, you got purple.
Ads coming.
Upon the unfaithful.
Crusher.
Kill ads.
Arise, my children.
Ads coming.
Blood, we shall conquer.
50% Zool.
Crazy, you got purple.
Kill ads.
Zool's at 45.
Green is up.
Rise from my blood.
Ads coming.
Crush the weak.
42.
Marines, you're gonna have to get green.
40.
Here we go.
Kill ads. Phase 2.
Kill that last thing.
Target change.
The Crusher.
There's an Icker. It's my fault.
There's two other guys.
It's okay. We're in the second phase, so it's better.
There's a puddle.
I'm gonna have to pull the Crusher out.
Can
That Crusher can't stay up that long.
We had two Ickers we had to kill.
Target change.
I need to taunt as soon as you can. I need to cool down.
dead.
External cooldown.
Blood Hexer's CC.
Yeah, this is.
It's a wipe, it's back to full.
Target change.
That was just a messy phase one.
The transition was awesome, though.
Mm-hmm.
Transition was great, yeah.
Just as I
Other
Except,
than the two
We had like a
Ickers.
moment faster. It would have been perfect.
yeah, the Eastern Icker was my fault. I apologize. I accidentally ice lanced before switching
'Cause
targets.
If Ickers come up, then we're not gonna have enough DPS to get the Crusher down. If we don't have enough DPS to get the Crusher down, I can't taunt off Mark.
You're gonna have to taunt swap.
What happens
I
if you
have to
can't
run him out. I can't taunt swap when I'm not next to him.
You're gonna have to just taunt swap right away then. And he's gonna have to run all with like 2 stacks. And you're gonna have
If
to
there's
take
extra
the bar.
stuff in the transition, we're basically not going to.
It's a wipe if we get Ickers and shit during the transition.
Valkyr,
is what
could
I'm
you switch to
getting
Gladiator stance?
Sure, no problem, buddy. Let me just roll back to expansions.
Wait, what mistake have we made?
Azure powers was the mistake.
We're doomed to this one instance for the next year and a half.
Maybe you guys are.
You're all pre-battle shot, you guys.
Oh, thank God.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Everything is as I have foreseen.
Don't be in front of Crusher.
The power of God. Come, brethren.
Ads coming.
Upon the unfaithful.
Kill ads.
Arise, my chosen.
Ads coming.
Blood, we shall conquer.
Green and moon.
Kill ads.
Zool check 70%.
Rise from my blood.
Ads coming.
Crush the weak. Come,
Ads coming.
upon the unfaithful.
Zool check 60%.
Pressure's up.
The power of Gohu
Kill ads.
will be your doom. Arise, my chosen.
Ads coming.
Blood, we shall conquer.
Moon and
Green
green.
and green.
Ads.
I'll get moon. Magus will get moon.
Zool check 50%.
Rise from my blood.
Ads coming.
Crush the weak.
Kill ads.
Zool at 45. 43. 42.
Kill ads.
Revelations. Kill the crusher. Get the crusher. Everybody on crusher.
It's a pool that needs soap.
Chubb's just standing in it. I need a range person here.
Chubbs, get out.
Pressure, guys.
Sin's in the
Deathwish
position.
5.
Huddle near Zool.
Get this
Alright, pressure's going down.
taunting Zool.
Wait for those guys to get out a little bit north, please.
Someone needs to back up green.
It's a puddle behind Zool.
Keep those tanks up.
I got 3 stacks.
Puddle's good. Where Zanik can go. There's another puddle up. Needs to be taken.
Got it, Gaston's got it.
Spell forward, I'm on the edge.
Asira's down.
Tell them whenever you can.
Witness your end and despair.
All my defenses are down. I'm down.
Eric and 5.
No, hold on.
Mon's also down.
Res. Somebody.
Yeah, we got someone res.
Get that puddle
There's
in
a
the
tank
blood.
that can reach them. Evasion tanking will win us the end.
Just trying as much as I could. Used all my buttons. Get him, get him, get him.
You can do it. All dots.
Water dots. Water dots.
Yes!
Easy.
Ah! Great job, guys. That was a lot of cool, fun shit.
Easy fight.
Thanks for everyone keeping it together, man. That was pretty impressive.
Farm status.
This is basically how we killed that normal, though, to be honest.
I got nothing. Bullshit. God.
The rest is up to us. We will put an end to Gahul.
Don't stand in the middle.
3
Yes, get out of the middle.
cells again.
All those cloaks. Sick of seeing all those cloaks. We got those in normal too.
I could actually use the cloak. If nobody needs
shoulders.
it.
Neat.
Yeah.
I rolled AP. If anybody's keeping track, and they really should, because my rolls are very important.
First, first.
Oh, now you get a 370 Gaston.
Why did we get 4 cloaks? It's a bunch of shit.
I'm gonna need them all.
Sanguicell. I feel complete.
Might as well give it to somebody, I guess.
Oh no, 2 people are rolling 102.
Oh, well, whoever the top 2 people that roll
Just
one.
roll on both.
So if you roll 103, would you get a 66? Oh.
Can I give away my 370 and then roll on the other 370s?
But if everybody has the add-on, you don't have
Okay,
to
man mower, I
roll
won
like
your
this.
cloak.
Who?
Yeah, no,
It's
Sin.
me.
You can have it back if you pay me back my gambling winnings.
I meant to roll 102, Sin. I don't want that gold card.
Oh, no worries. Okay.
Is that enough?
You all need to get that add-on working.
You don't have to talk about it at all. If everybody has the add-on, you just click meter grid or whatever, it does the rolls and it tells you who wins it.
I think we got it figured out.
I had it disabled on accident.
And we are taking a break.
Wow, 29.5 crit. Guys, we only have 2 more heroic bosses left.
And then that's it.
Yep. No more tiers past that.
Nope, then time for mythics.
Time for 5 separate Mythic Plus groups.
No, real mythics.
That was a fun kill.
Even if the other
wasn't fun
strat
kill. I
would have,
stayed alive and got first.
even if the other strat would have been to like easier to accomplish or whatever, this was more fun. It was very fun.
Where's Kangax? Like, look, let's see. The top 8 people are all melee.
I don't know how long I face tanked it, but those healers were healing the crap out of me after the tanks died.
I had to run into the blood to re-hex or to re-sheep my hexer.
I was standing in the
why
blood
are you
with.
linking only Zool damage, blood pain? Like, it doesn't. I mean,
That's what matters on this one.
Valkyrie was
really,
8
you
overall,
gotta
and he
get
was
everything
15th on
down.
Zool.
Yeah, but with the strategy that we're going with, you want to basically cleave everything off of Zool unless you absolutely have to switch.
So the only DPS that is, we only had 2 DPS below 2 million, so that's pretty exceptional.
Yeah, but the DPS, I don't know. I don't like that.
Well, that only pertains to like how important it is to get through phase 1 so that we don't have a second set of casters.
Like, to put it in perspective, I target Zool on the very beginning of the pull because we have bloodlust and everything going. But after all that wears off and I don't have cooldowns, I'll switch to the Crusher and cleave Zool off the Crusher.
That's how I've been doing it.
But yeah, at the beginning of the pull, we don't have to do that because we have so many cooldowns going for DPS. You can cleave off Azul and kill everything easily. By the way, enhancement is way better than Ellie.
I think not playing the game might be better than Elemental at this point.
At this point, it might be. I feel like I'm not terribly far behind Rehan, and I feel like most of that's because he has significantly better weapons than I do.
Anybody can drop a mailbox for me?
Sure. Here you go.
Thank you.
mean, where
We just
does
need more rogues.
entrails? Where does Skull Splitter go into to the rotation?
You
Use that on cooldown. If as
yeah,
long as you're not
pretty
capped.
much because it's a rage generator and it's a pretty big hit actually too.
Yeah, you gotta use that on cooldown. Also, if Skull Splitter's up, you're still capped on rage. You want to step out and then charge in between auto attacks. Does that make sense, Valcor?
Say it again.
If you are a rage cap and you're like if you're attacking melee from max range and you're a rage cap, or I mean, sorry, you're rage drain and you got nothing else other than like maybe a slam, you can step out a couple steps and then charge in and you'll get some rage back.
Yeah.
You might already be doing that.
I haven't really felt super rage constrained, so
It's random. It's a very it'll happen a couple times a fight. I actually slam a little more than I should. Not that much.
yeah, it's probably what I'm doing too. I'm probably slamming more than I should.
Let's see.
Okay, I'll get the Skull Splitter in here. Appreciate the advice.
It's good. You have Massacre on. Really, warriors are for executing the bosses. That's really our use.
Yep, I got Massacre. Yeah, I'm used to warrior, so like at the end of the fight, like even if we're behind in DPS, usually we catch back up once we get to execute phase.
It's different, right? So our DPS is higher in other classes at the end of the fight and less in the beginning of the fight. And if the end of the fight is the hard part that you want to burn through really quickly, that's where we shine, and we are like a force multiplier. But if it's kind of like the same thing, then it's kind of like a wash. It's not really any advantage.
I haven't played DPS for warrior for a couple expansions too, so sorry I'm rusty.
Once you get some better traits on your armor too, that's a big part of it.
You're doing fine. Get that 370 weapon.
4, 3.
That helps for sure.
1.
Cinderin, why are you standing there, Cinderin?
Shh! You're gonna ruin the surprise!
We're about to have badass prot tank warriors coming up here soon.
What'd they do? What'd they change?
I don't know, but knowing Blizzard, they're gonna overtune it.
I don't think so. I think they'll just leave
so?
warrior on to die on the vine.
That's Hey, a good second option for you. I started playing the Demon Hunter. It's very, very strong.
No, my monk's almost ready to go.
I'm surprised you don't have any Demon Hunters.
Please tell me Snuffles has a demon hunter named Leather Daddy.
He should.
It's probably
I'm gonna go tell him that in the officer hangout. Is that AFK check? Come on.
Yep.
Can we get
There was
a
an
summoning
announcement.
stone?
I'm only logging for a second. I'll be right back. Gotta run my numbers.
Sorry, I'm catching up on 5 minutes worth of whispers and shit.
Lan, stay still. 1 second, please. Thank you. Thanks, Lan.
Okay,
Gammon will save us.
anybody offhand know how Mithrax is different in Heroic? With new mechanics or just hurt?
They're the same. They just hurt more. I haven't seen any difference at all.
I didn't see any difference when I did it.
There are no new abilities on Heroic.
From what I've heard, Mithrax is surprisingly easy in
Oh.
Heroic compared to how complicated some of the other bosses have gotten in Heroic. So we should be fine. Gahoon, on the other hand, well.
Looks like at 20% health, Mithrax makes it so we can't make more gumballs, but that didn't happen on normal.
That's
Yeah,
one of the differences.
Yeah, there's no difference between. In mechanics, it's just he's bigger, hits harder, everything's bigger, hits harder.
Oh, God.
Somebody put down a train set, please. Don't do it.
Can't we put down a feast or something away from that weirdness?
What is that?
Why do people feel the need to do that?
What
Why
is
this-
it?
Why is this mount so friggin' huge?
I'm putting the
Because Lane's cool.
collagen next to the feast.
Wait, what's going on? That's making people.
Probably like the laugh party totem, some shit.
No,
There's toys that do this because Blizzard's dumb. I mean, I've got all the toys and I use them occasionally, just not now.
I understand the people who had their sound turned off for so long now. I just leave my sound off. All I hear is the DBM alerts.
It's funny because they like took out all the stuff that's actually fun in the game and then leave in those toys.
Why can't range radar be used in raid?
Too easy.
It can. It's just you don't get a graphical representation anymore.
Right. Like. I was wondering-
Interestingly, you can have the mini map up on your screen and see where everybody is. I wonder if there's some way to finesse that and just zoom in. So we've all seen normal multiple times, right? People know what's happening.
Has Shanda?
I've seen it, but never killed it.
Quick refresher, don't get hit by shit. Don't pick up the gumballs right under the tanks or near the tanks. Push people out of the orbs. Well, first of all, try and be, 5-6 yards away from other people, so when you get orbed, 6 other people aren't getting orbed with you.
And use Typhon to get people out.
Yes, you can knock people out, you can pull people out. Don't stun people in there, try not to root people in there. It's awful nasty. Then when we get to phase 2 on the intermission, we are all converging on one of the big things to kill it. We can converge on Eric's. He's got the green arrow.
Cauldron's down.
Yes, Cauldron is down, get Cauldron. Also during phase 1, you will get a debuff to run out of the raid. Once don't just drop a Cloak of Shadows or something to drop it instantly in the raid. You got to move out of the raid and then get rid of it. And don't stand near people because damage drops off with distance, and if people are too close, they take damage and healers cry.
Anything for DPS? This is my first time DPSing this.
Spread out.
Yeah, be spread.
Put up
Watch
slash
your
range and make sure you're not within 5 feet of people.
It basically what's going to ideally what would happen is there'd be an inner ring of melee and an outer ring of melee, and they'd be alternating every other, so they would be 5 yards apart and everybody could still reach him. Okay.
This boss says as we kill, right?
Yes, he does, and they spawn near where we are, which is why we want to kind of cluster during the intermission, and all stay together, kind of near the walls. We're going to get the two big ads, hopefully close-ish together, 45 yards apart on one of the big walls. By the way, the big ads need interrupting, so somebody's going to need to chill with Haman on his big ad and alternate interrupts, so we don't all die. When all this shit is going on, we're going to be kind of grouped. We're going to make an effort to not get laser beamed and mow down the ads.
Come on. You want to just choose somebody to stick with you right now? Interrupt your ad.
Adonarl, you can do it.
Woo!
As I'm looking at him right now, I usually go to his left mark.
His left or our left?
His left.
Okay.
No, sorry. Correction. Out my left. As I'm looking at him, my left.
Okay.
It's a scary portal. Go back up.
5, 4.
I literally get vertigo.
2, 1. Which way? 3, 2, 1. 3, 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 2, 1.
Mailer's running out of room.
Arch, Eric, can you drag him to your right?
3, 2, 1. Phase change.
Phase is changing. If you're not Adonarl or Haman, get over to that other side.
3, 2, 1.
You don't even see my ad.
And I'm in a thing.
Get Eric out of that thing. I killed everybody.
Watch your
Lots of
step.
damage.
Jump in a trap. I'm sorry, what killed everybody?
Crashing
The balls.
Oblivion.
Real quick, DPSers, try not to be standing right where the ad spawns, because if that thing gets put out right as he spawns, then we're screwed.
One thing I noted though is we had people in the orb circle thing not knocked out for a long
Everyone
time.
has to release before he respawns or he'll go active.
Eric, when we get back, take a look at those pillars and tell me if they look right.
So I got 2 that haven't respawned yet.
I got to see where he stands. If he stands right where he's at, that's
Ah,
not going to be
fucker.
not quite right. Yeah, it's going to be one over on this side and one across the way from me. Right.
Yeah.
Take a flask.
I don't like where he drops 20 stacks at me at the end just because he's an asshole.
I heard it's because you called his mom bad names, but
It's probably because you keep calling him an asshole.
Those things I said about his mom were all technically correct. That red X is just for my own help. Does that blue look right to you, Eric?
it'll be close to that area.
Yeah, all right, close enough. That's all I need. And I'm guessing green is too far away.
It's okay. I don't need it. I know where it spawns, but
I just need other people to be able to look for it.
okay.
Because we got to the intermission and said everybody, on green do the green thing, and people are on the blue side doing their stuff.
Gotcha.
And really, everybody, I know that there's casts going on. You got to keep people alive, or you got to get people out of orbs and shit. But you've also all got to get over by green so we can burn them down, and then have the ads all grouped and burn them down.
Yeah. So as a reminder, as you're looking at Mithrax dead on, to your left of Mithrax is where the ad on the intermission, the first one we're going to burn is. To the left and, back this way. But so that's where you want to be getting to when phase 2 is getting ready to go.
Which symbol is that?
Green triangle.
All right, so go to green triangle when phase 2 start.
Yes.
Just stay off the tank so we don't get him CC'd.
I would like at least one healer to stay near the blue to keep Admiral and I alive.
You cut out.
I want one of the healers to keep me and Admiral alive on blue during that intermission.
Oh, that was terrifying. What the?
Did you pull a mid-flight?
And can stay near blue.
Why the hunters gotta hate?
Waiting on Trebs and Match Skull.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Jobs.
I'm like, no, that's not supposed to happen.
He'll join us when he gets back.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Does this arena close at all?
I don't think so.
3, 2, 1. Watch way. 3, 2, 1. 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 3, 2, 1. Watch way. 3, 2,
Do you want me to try to move him, or are you going to get it, Mark?
You can move him when it gets ugly.
We're pretty much
That's
all
white. But yeah, it's going to be a white. All our damage is dead.
Send in the traps.
3, 2.
You don't take disability or damage when you die. Your gear doesn't take damage when you die.
Hey, Manmar, can you not be quite so close to the front of him on the next pull?
That was at the end. I was close because there was a damn circle right there.
Yeah, that was really unfortunate. Circle spawns, all 4 spawned in melee, and we were boned.
Just call for us to move him then. We'll get him moved as quick as possible.
Yeah, because I'm focused on the spheres I can pick up and the spheres near him. I don't always see everything else except what I need to not stand in.
Hey, can we have like a little more focused strategy on knock people out of circles? Maybe only ranged.
Well, the primary strategy is push them from center to the walls, so everybody's pushing in the same direction.
So, okay, so the ranged. I just noticed that there are people that are getting juggled back and forth. And if
we can't have that.
If we just have the ranged doing it, it won't do that. They'll push them towards the boss.
From the center to the walls, what windows?
You saw.
Yeah, I need some cookies, please.
Lock rocks, please.
From the windows to the walls to the sweat brought down my balls.
Don't need to be hearing about your balls.
The only balls I'm concerned with are Mithrax's.
Gahoons.
Oh, wait, don't pull Mark.
No, Mithrax is the balls, Gahoon is the worm.
I'm good now.
Who's got balls?
Ooh.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Corphine's brass, motherfuckers.
Watch way. 3, 2, 1. Watch wave. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2.
Melee, you gotta turn around for your orbs.
Watch wave. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1.
From destruction.
Watch wave. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. Watch wave.
Slender Ref need melee?
Yes.
It is weird seeing a hunter up there.
2, 1. Watch wave. 2, 1. Phase change.
Stage 2, everybody get near green.
I blinked into a bad spot.
Somebody smack icon.
Put a green triangle.
Ryan, you heard her.
Watch your step.
Yes, they're not quite close enough.
I think I missed my first interrupt. I apologize.
I got it.
And I got plenty close.
Watch your step.
I am sorry. I thought these were bigger than they are, so I thought it was farther away.
Watch your step.
You fail.
I had
Yeah,
the
but
same
not
problem. I
for,
thought it
you
was
know.
cutting through, but it was massive, and I got caught in it.
Okay, so one thing I noticed from there, he does shoot the big, huge blast during phase 2 at somebody.
Yes.
So we're gonna have you have to move if it's over top of you because it's gonna be near everything we're DPSing, guys.
It's going to be
And
the triangle.
and because most of you are going to be on that side, it's going to be in that direction. So you got to be ready for when it comes and be ready to move.
May your feet find good trails.
Somebody notice it. Maybe we can just yell something out.
I don't.
Morgan,
Should
can
be
you
watching.
keep an eye on that countdown?
Gladly. Which, just for reference?
Obliteration blast or whatever it's called.
Yeah, I'll call it. I'll give a 5-second warning.
He's like,
During phase
yeah, I'll do it.
I'll do
What am I
anything you
doing?
tell me. Pull my pants down in 5, 4, 3.
Oh, I'm gonna soak that.
Morgan.
Oh.
Oh, not blast. You want to look at beam for stage 2.
Gotcha.
Bit beam. Okay, I don't know what it's called.
Obliteration beam.
I got wiped by the pants. Can somebody res me?
You were wiping when the pants were down?
Yeah.
He's wiping something on his pants.
I know it's a deep
It's like a
space,
marker.
but
You wipe, still poop.
we need more fiber
4,
and crit.
3, 2, 1.
Blast inbound.
Which way? 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1.
Blast in 3.
Which way?
Blast in
3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1.
Blast in 3.
Which way?
Blast inbound.
3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1.
Blast in 3.
Which way?
Blast inbound.
3, 2, 1. Move to stone. 2, 1. Which way?
Blast inbound.
3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1.
Blast in 3.
Which
Blast
way?
inbound.
I'm moving him a little to.
We're pretty much all dead.
We're down.
Well, then
6
stand in the
DPS.
traps.
I'll kill everybody.
Everyone in the trap.
Which way?
What are we losing DPS to?
Not enough heals.
We're still rooting people in the fucking orbs. 'cause
Actually,
I was
I
not
can't
considering
say.
what you got.
I'll note one thing here. I think we might be not attacking melee from max range because I was in somebody's circle, and as soon as I got knocked out, I was instantly killed by the boss's cleave in the circle. So if we're at max range, we shouldn't have that issue for melee.
Might have been my fault.
Yeah, I think it was the death grip. I saw Mad Miller flying and then get murdered.
Oh, okay.
Do you know what hit you specifically? Was it his?
Something sheer.
I won't death grip right before the shear then. Okay.
Essence sheer killed me.
He doesn't cleave except for Essence Shear. So.
Quick
But
note
you're-
from the. Go ahead.
Hitbox, it's not. Hitbox is not huge, but melee can probably be backed up further than they are.
The hitbox is actually pretty huge. From what I'm seeing, I'm able to stand well behind all the melee and hit him.
Don't you get a talent to increase your?
Oh yeah, I got the 3.
Yeah, it's not
From the-
terribly big.
Sorry, from the healer's side, by the way, the damage from pulling people out of those orbs is a lot higher in heroic. So if we do get multiple people in, let's try to make sure we don't bust them all in at once, because 2 or 3 people coming out is like nearly raid wipe instantly. We're losing people when that happens.
So what you're saying is I shouldn't Gorfion's grasp everybody out at
Please do not.
That's fun though.
Please don't.
I was so pleased with that.
We used in normal runs, but I would probably avoid it unless Daddy's here to shield everybody.
I don't even think I've tanked this much in normal.
I'm sorry to get testy about this, but warriors have not been doing battle shout. Come on, guys.
Listen, I already told you specifically. Battle shout on charge.
You got it before every pull.
2, 1.
Is there any way to avoid ruin? I've got it every single
No.
Blast
Oh boy.
Careful with those, not too many at once.
Blast inbound.
Use personals. Up healers.
1.
Blast inbound.
Watch wave. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1.
Blast in 3.
Watch wave.
Blast inbound.
3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1.
Blast in 3.
Oh, that's not good.
Watch wave.
Blast casting.
3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1.
Blast in 3.
Watch wave.
Blast casting.
3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1.
I'm gonna ruin the whole thing.
Watch wave.
Blast casting.
3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1.
Blast in 3.
Watch wave.
Blast casting.
3, 2, 1.
Sorry, Zago, it was my bad.
3, 2, 1.
Knock Addy out of Oblivion Sphere. I need to get it right out.
Watch wave.
Blast casting.
3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. Phase change.
Transition.
3,
They're all moving towards screen except 3.
There's no tank for green.
Oh, thanks, no.
Details.
Thanks for the battle res.
Beam in 3.
watch your step.
Beam casting.
Kill ads.
Beam in 5.
After the beam, we're going to send in traps.
Beam casting.
The traps. Okay, so a lot of what I'm noticing is multiple people getting hit by the same trap. Which means you've all got to hit your slash range 5 or whatever it is and be certain you're not near other people. And I realize that sometimes somebody steps near you and you can't really step to the left. So just be aware if somebody's come into your personal bubble, it might be because they're being pushed out and everybody needs to kind of accommodate, and sometimes that will mean accommodating outwards instead of just left or right.
So even after like just 2 or 3 orbs, there's not enough room for people to spread out. The melee, we're so melee heavy.
Yeah.
Okay, after the 3rd orb, then call it and tanks will move. It really is hard to see what's going on.
Yeah, we should probably. Yeah, if we moved
he's
it,
huge.
that'd be better.
And he has little tiny legs, so you can't even see under his legs.
Listen. We talk about a man's legs.
No skinny legs. You gotta have a man that actually has some thick legs.
He's doing it. Yeah, he needs
With
to do
two
some
C's?
squats. You don't do squats, you're not gonna work on your butt.
I got
What?
2 legs and a baby arm.
Oh, we're hurting your butt. Okay.
Valcourt, do you really want to play Shadow Priest in the year 2018?
Well, I'm here playing Arms Warrior, so.
We had a Shadow Priest just kick everyone's ass on a Mythic Talic pull.
I mean, seriously, if you can gear your priest and you want to play Shadow and you're going to be good at it, then you can do that instead of playing Arms.
Just pick one.
It doesn't really work when I want to tank.
5,
Just
4,
version tank.
3, 2, 1.
Purple turd tank.
3, 2, 1.
Blast casting.
Which way? 3, 2, 1.
Look at your range, guys. Look at your range check. Range 5.
Blast
Which
casting.
way? 3.
We're going to be moving him to tanks left when it's time to move.
Blast inbound.
Got it. Just tell us
Blast
when.
casting.
Which way?
Shuffling him.
3, 2, 1. Which way?
Blast casting.
3, 2, 1.
With us this close to your side, call out blue for the first ad this time, Mark.
Blasting 3.
Which way?
Blast casting.
3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1.
Blasting 3.
Which way?
Blast casting.
I didn't think I had aggro. What happened?
You pulled it too
3,
far.
2,
We need to
1.
get him up.
He's up.
Blasting 3.
Which way?
Blast casting.
3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. Phase change.
Stage 2.
Rage, you're moving towards blue instead of green because we're right here.
People out of the squirrels.
Inbound.
I need that interrupt over here with green.
I don't know, let's see you.
Beam in 5.
You got the first one, Eric.
Beam casting.
Never mind, got it.
I got it. Shit. I got the next one. I got a shield up.
Okay.
Kill ads.
I need to start getting some of these stacks off though. I'm down.
I lost range on you. Where'd you go?
Eric, res.
Right here next to the
Watch
big
your
ad.
Beam casting.
Kill ads.
Got 42 stacks and I haven't been
Watch
able to
Beam
do it.
inbound.
Get rid of
Casting.
it.
Beam in 3.
Watch
Eric's
your
ad's
step.
loose.
Okay, tanks are dead.
Alright. Just whip it. Or as soon as the raid leader calls that.
Phase
Yeah, that's a
change.
wipe sending the trap. What trap? Sorry, not trap.
Killed all of them.
2, 1.
We actually got a little further that time.
We did. I'm not really certain how to keep that from going to shit when we've got ads all over.
We need a healer cooldown available in that transition, possibly too.
Yeah. So, since we have so many melee, maybe we'll just divide them. to the sides of the boss? Because I switched to a different side this time, and it seemed like we had less circles on people, just to spread it out.
Yeah,
think we
we
got lucky.
sort of got to be aware of where they are next to everybody else. When I melee this fight, I am as almost real. I wind up really close to the tanks because there's a gap there, and I'm not in range of stepping on their bubbles or getting cleaved, but I'm there because nobody else thinks it's safe.
We got a little bit lucky. I think a lot of the range got the bubbles early on in that one.
Yeah.
So there's a lot more room available for melee.
Well, and the shitty part is melee is you're trying to find a place that you're not going to catch parries, and that space fills up quickly.
Yeah.
At this point, it's better that you catch parry than
Yeah, I agree.
But
than
that's
the alternative.
Is it only phase 1 that circles are really an issue?
I don't think they spawn during phase 2,
They don't
so
spawn during phase
it's a
2.
big reset.
So
They all disappear after the second ad is killed. All the existing traps disappear.
But it's an AB fight, right? It goes back and forth between the two.
So, Mark, can I make a suggestion?
Sure.
So, the way that I did this when I've done it, you instead of having everybody run over to one of the ads, both of us should be dragging the ads south.
All right, we can do that.
Right, and all we
I
need to do
gotcha.
is make sure we keep them 40 yards apart. So if we go both go south with them, and everybody else just basically stands directly behind where I'm standing now, right, back towards the south end of the room, then DPS can actually get to all the ads a lot easier, less DPS downtime.
So like the opposite of where you're tanking Mithrax.
Pretty
At the
much.
start, yeah.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
It loves you. Yeah.
Blast in 3. Blast casting.
3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1.
Blast in 3. Blast casting.
3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1.
Blast casting. Sorry, blast casting now.
Which way? 3, 2, 1.
I'm shifting him a little, passing you, Aaron.
2.
Oh, there's warps here too, sweet.
Blast in 3. Blast casting.
3, 2, 1.
MR Alley.
3, 2, 1.
Blast in 3.
Which way?
Blast casting.
3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1.
Blast in 3. Blast casting.
Which way? 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1.
Blast in 3.
Which way?
Blast casting.
3, 2, 1. 3, 2, phase change.
Transition.
3, 2,
What color are we on?
I'm in a thing.
Green. Get him out.
No, don't, because you'll kill everyone.
Cooldown used. Beam in 3. Beam casting.
Kill ads.
Beam in 5. Beam casting.
Fine, you got this.
Kill ads. Watch your step.
Beam casting.
Watch your step.
Beam casting. I didn't see a marker on that service.
Send in the traps.
Phase change.
Traps are gone.
3, 2, 3, 1, 2.
So things are. I recognize that things are dicey at the end of phase 1. Things are kind of falling apart in phase 2. Is it a lot of damage up? What's happening?
It's the knocking the people out of the orbs. It does it's like Mother's Shield. You gotta slow that the fuck down because people keep getting raped from it.
Are we doing any better with multiples staying out of orbs and just having 1 or 2 people in?
Yeah, that wasn't that bad, but like at the end it got really sketchy there, especially with when Eric gets caught, it really sucks. Especially when there's 5 people at 10%, you knock them out, those 5 people are dead.
I think it's that transition into phase 2 when the new orbs come up that we're in a movement. We're all moving to one side, and that's where you get 3 people in a single orb.
And you're trying to stack for those ads, so that doesn't help.
So do we want to wait to move? That won't work either because then you might be on the far side of him.
Eric, you can divine shield yourself out of an orb if you have it up.
Oh, okay. I did not know that.
I'm sure it'll do damage just like
It will, but at least he gets out so he can get to the ad.
Is there a way to spec snappier heals on some of these people? Because I'm seeing people sit at 15% for a very long time.
Yep, join the healer crew.
Do we need another healer? I can.
I think
Heals are
it's,
continuously going out.
I think it's a matter of that we're fluctuating with a little bit of mechanics with people getting knocked out, and that I think we've got the right amount of healers. I think it's just learning. So let's try and give it a little bit more space, and we'll get better at it. I promise.
So when we have a bunch of people orb, I usually try to pop like rally.
I'm
if
good
there's
now,
any
Mark.
raid wide cooldowns we can do.
Most of our healers are doing 19, 20. I saw 32k HPS. We're really throwing out the heals, and I think it's just going to be a balance of mechanics plus us learning how to time the damage.
Blood pain, crazy. How you doing?
I'm good.
Blood pain.
He said Ray Chase back.
Oh, sorry. There was a bunch of whispers. Icon, I think you whispered me and I missed it.
I figured it out.
5, 4,
Or at least I think I figured it.
3,
I'm going with it.
2, 1.
Damn, Noah. It's.
Swear to God.
Blast in 3. Blast casting.
3, 2, 1. 3.
It'd be self-alphabetical, because I've gotten a second every time.
Blast in 3.
Watch
Blast casting.
3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1.
Blast in 3.
Watch wave.
Blast casting.
3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1.
Blast in 3.
Which way?
Blast casting.
3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1.
Blasting 3.
Which way?
Blast casting.
3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1.
Blasting 3.
Which way?
Blast casting.
3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1.
Blasting 3.
Phase change.
Transition.
He goes invulnerable, so don't focus on killing him. Get where you need to be without dying.
Beam in 3. Beam casting.
Watch your step.
Beam on Eric.
Once you're mostly in place, try and get between the two mobs and along the wall.
Watch your step.
Beam casting.
My
There is
hand's
no
down.
countdown.
It marks.
I can't call when it's inbound. It's casting now. There's no countdown for it.
Magical's in a bubble.
Blue square.
Kill ads.
Feel free to stun and interrupt these ads. They all need to die.
Watch your step.
Beam casting.
Don't die. Drop your sacks. Kill the ads.
We get rally, get people up.
Watch your step.
Beam casting.
These ads are everywhere.
Yes, they are.
Phase change. 3, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1.
Oh,
Spear back here, guys.
Don't break those people out too fast.
Rally.
Which way?
One at a time.
Beam casting.
3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1.
Blast in 1.
Which way?
Blast casting.
3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1.
If
That
the
was
ads
better.
are, if the ads are all spread out like that, we're not gonna be able to get it down before he comes back up.
Yeah, I didn't mention until the last moment, so that's on me. But once we're in position, we want to be between the two ads near the wall, and that still means it means even more that the laser beam's going to be a pain in the ass. But if we're by the wall, then they can only spawn in 3 directions instead of 4. And if we're between the two, then they're in between the two bosses. So when one dies, you're going to kill them all as you move over to the next.
Well,
And as Entrail says, you do have to keep an eye on your range meter, especially during then, because I totally get that hitbox is small and there's shit happening all over the place, and you will at times overlap, but just be mindful of it.
you're going to be within 5 on the small ads.
So some of you go peel off and go to the boss. Not everybody has to be on it.
Or peel off into the other ad. Boss doesn't take much damage until his shield drops.
He doesn't during phase 2 after the very beginning of it, and not until the end does he cast the portal things. So while you're killing the ads, you can technically be right on top of each other, but as soon as they're down, everybody has to spread out quickly.
The big
Excellent
ads.
point, thank you. Yes, big ads.
Yes.
Cool.
All the
while
small ads should be dead by the time that the big ads are dead. If
You
we
could
stack
have the
properly.
melee kill the small ads while the range kill the big ads, but I don't know if we have enough range for that.
When we're transitioning from phase 1 to phase 2, when the boss is casting Awakening, it's really helpful if people can get, to the correct place beforehand, so that healers can have you all in range for a healing cooldown. I hit Salvation. I was only able to get like 10 people or something because I was in the wrong place.
Yes, I like that. Please be, again, more things to be mindful of. It's just something to keep in mind. Mindful.
Oh, Sorry, one other healer note. If possible, leave the center of the room during phase 1 to the healers, because we ideally want to be able to reach tanks and all the DPS, and ranged DPS should be able to do it DPS from the sides. They only need to reach the boss.
Did you do ready space check on accident?
First time.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Blast in 3.
Which way?
Blast casting.
3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1.
Blast in 2.
Which way?
Blast casting.
3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1.
Blast in 3.
Which way?
Blast casting.
Zero's down.
3, 2, 1.
Blast in 3.
Which way?
On your next taunt, move him to your right, please.
2, 1. 3,
Do we get a healer cooldown?
1.
It's on.
Thank you. Guess Dunn's in a ball.
Blast in 3.
Which way?
You guys are bouncing me back and forth. Just kick me out, please.
3, 2, 1.
Blast in 3. Blast.
Which way? 3, 2, 1. 3.
Send in the traps and white pit. We're down a tank. And when those two big ads spawn, we're just
Which way?
We had a lot
taking.
of
He's not here to bear tank for us.
I think that the lack of healing came from we had a number of us in balls at throughout Nora's point, so.
I see you all in the center there. And if you were all enjoying the cleared center space, you also can't be all that close.
Someone screenshot that.
Well, I said stand in.
No, we
traps
stood
to-
in those.
Nope, I screenshotted it. You are from forever memorialized.
That's following instructions. Good job.
I have
Lemmings!
We're gonna fake news that.
Got one more pull.
We can do one more pull.
I was trying to knock one of the healers out, and we just bounced her around a whole bunch, or him.
Yeah,
I remember it.
shot getting thrown everywhere.
And I know that we kicked all the DPS out of the center. If you can't be near the center and push him towards the walls, push it towards the boss, not away from the boss. Wait, no,
You need
that's... Is towards the boss feasible? Because the melee are all going to be on the other side.
Yeah, but we're not standing that close to melee, so I think somebody said that earlier, that if the range stands behind, they can knock the healers. The problem is that then the range, I don't know.
All right, we'll keep an eye on it and try and work something out.
Brian needs some health stones.
I guess what we really need to do is be a hardcore guild and mandate that everybody has the fishing equipment on their mission table followers.
We all need to have geared alt so we can change up our guild.
Who crafts the fishing equipment?
Engineers.
1. 3, 2, 1.
Oh, I see. It's blood pain that's making that pull weird.
Blast cast.
3, 2, 1.
Blast in 3.
Watch way.
Blast casting.
3, 2, 1.
Blast in 3.
Watch way.
Blast casting.
3, 2, 1.
Blast in 3.
Watch way.
Blast casting.
Watch out, Addy.
3, 2, 1.
Blast in 3.
Watch way.
Blast casting.
3,
Maybe move him to your left next time you taunt, Mark.
Yep.
2, 1.
Hamon is trapped.
Watch way.
Blast casting.
3, 2, 1.
Tank down over the blue line.
Blast
Watch
casting.
way.
Alright, that was that. Wipe it up. Good job, everybody. Made progress tonight.
That was a really fun Zool run. And it'll only get easier from here.
Watch way.
Yeah. I think we can.
That was a fun raid. We got Zool down.
And as much as this is the first raid of the expansion, we're still pushing towards the end. We're making a pretty good clip for what we do.
I think we just gotta get our strats down. Based on our
Strats down, clean up some execution and rotation.
Based on everything I've watched, I think Mithrax is probably the hardest fight in the tier.
Yeah, I don't think
You said it was easy. I don't think it's easy. I think the amount of damage going
It's
out.
probably easy when you have more than like one range DPS.
Yeah.
I was gonna say it really blows with a lot of melee.
Who was the
Unfortunately, melee is really strong right now.
Hey guys, who said right before we did this fight? They're like, yeah, Mithrax that's the one fight that doesn't get hard on heroic. Who was that?
It was probably the same guy who put that portal to the Dalaran crater.
Was it Madiskull that said that?
Mechanically, it doesn't get harder.
Yeah, there's no new mechanics. It's just more emphasis on
If you were,
execution and
if you weren't messing up mechanics before, it's probably an easy transition. If you were, there's much less margin for error.
Any engineers that want to give me the fishing enchant for my followers, I'll gladly put it on. And
I'll do a bunch of farming tomorrow.
if only I had the expulsum to make them.
Oh yeah, it's expulsum. If it was Hydrocore, it'd be perfect.
50 expulsum and 5 hydrocore and 50 platinum each.
Be nice if you could buy
Hydrocore and platinum is easy. It's the expulsum that's a pain in the ass.
I can make 10 of them, but
It'd be nice if you could buy expulsum with Sanguicell or some shit.
They just made it to be BOE, or sorry, BOA at least.
Not that using that will necessarily get you the fish that we want for feasts. You may just get total